guys and aloha. I am actually in Hawaii right now. I am in, where am I? I'm in Oahu. We're going to different places. So we're going to Oahu and we're also going to Kauai. So right now I'm in Oahu, which is like the big island, and we're visiting my boyfriend's friends, and I'll show you guys the place where we're staying at. This is where we're staying. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous right on the beach, and it's absolutely beautiful. But basically, I realized that there's never like a tutorial out there on how to do your makeup when you're on vacation. I know for me, it's always a struggle going on vacation and doing my makeup because a lot of times, actually I'll just show you. I don't know if you can tell, but the bathroom lighting is just really bizarre. I know right now we have this lighting coming in from the outside. But you see how it's kind of like yellow in here and there's a shadow on my face, so it's really hard with this lighting in the bathroom. And a lot of places where you go, or like in a hotel or an Airbnb, wherever you're staying, a lot of times the lighting is not what you're used to at home, and sometimes it's different. Like I know right now it's yellow, and so it's not very accurate. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a quick and easy tutorial how to do your makeup while you're on vacation. Alright, so first, if you're going to want to find a spot where you find the natural lighting the best, just find the sunlight and make sure you're positioned towards it, but you don't want to be in the direct sunlight. So find a spot where you can face the sunlight either outside or even inside. Like I could sit right over here and do my makeup right facing this window. You're gonna want a mirror too. So I know I can't bring my big mirror from home, so I just bring one of my palettes that has a really big mirror. Alright, so you got everything you need. You got your brushes, I put a towel down because I don't know how clean this table is, and you have really basic stuff. Like I have the blush and highlight. It's my foundation. We have primers here. We have an eyeshadow palette, brushes. Basically, the biggest tip is just keep it really, really simple. But like for this, I have all my eyeshadows in one palette. Ignore the fact that it's broken. But here you have all the shadows you could possibly want. You have nighttime shadows, some really basic shadows too for daytime. And even with this is great because it has a blush in it and highlight. So really just using as few products as possible will really help you out. Okay, so I have my makeshift tripod here. I have like literally like 3 books stacked up that I brought to read. That's what I'm using as a tripod. Okay, so first step, you're gonna prime your face. So I'm using the Hourglass primer. This is really great for a couple different reasons, if it actually wants to work. There we go. So this is one of my favorite primers. What's great about this primer is it helps reduce redness. So if you do get a little bit of sunburn because you didn't put on enough sunscreen, it's okay. Love this primer because it's smooths out pores, helps reduce redness, and if it's in your T-zone, it's really great because it helps prevent oil buildup. So for me, I'm really dry everywhere, but I get really oily just in my T-zone. Also good to mention, I already put on my serum and my moisturizer. If it's in the morning for you, definitely put on sunscreen underneath your makeup. Really important. Alright, so I just prime my face with that. Then I'm going with my foundation. So I recently got this at Sephora when I went to go visit my friends and get some new products. And I've never tried this foundation. I didn't know how to use it. What's good to use it as is put it on your face first and then put it on your beauty blender. Just a little bit like that. And then just blend it in. Oh, there we go. This is a great foundation too because you can choose how full coverage or how light you want to make it. Okay, now that my foundation's done, I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer. This is the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. Just gonna go in and use that to brighten up my under eye, cover some acne, because we all get acne whenever you travel. I think it's like the changing climate. So I'm just patting that in with my beauty blender under my eyes and right at the center. Alright, so now my foundation's done. I'm going to set it really quick with some powder. Taking my Laura Mercier setting powder, I'm just gonna press that under my eyes because I still do get really crepey under there. No matter how hard I try. I'm really pressing that into areas that I see an oil buildup or if I know it's going to crease a lot. And then everywhere else, I'll lightly pat it. I'll also take a fluffy brush, swirl it around, tap a little bit off, and just lightly dust it all over my face. This will help set it too, especially if you can't bring liquids on the plane, like setting spray. Setting powder is always great to use too. Alright, now I'm taking my Shade and Light palette, which I just got. It's like brand new. And my new Shade and Light, what is this? It's the brush. It's the brush that goes in the palette. So, I'm just going to lightly, actually, take this brush. This is kind of like my light contouring brush. I'm taking just like this light shade here. Barely tapping it because it's really pigmented. And I'm lightly just going along my cheekbone. So I'm just lightly buffing that in. And I'll also make sure it's even. I'll go on my forehead here and get my temples too. Then I'm gonna take the highlighting side. I think it's the highlighting side. Dip into the banana powder. This will just give a really nice subtle highlight. After that, I'm gonna go into my brows. This one's from Thrive Cosmetics. It's actually a company based off of Seattle, and I met the owner. She is so kind. Her name's Krista. She's super nice. So I'm just gonna lightly fill my brows really quick. I'm going for more of a natural brow because we're on vacation. So I'm not gonna fill them in all the way, just make them a little bit thicker since they're a little bit sparse on the ends. What's nice about this brow pencil too, in comparison to other ones, is it's almost more of like a gel-like texture, and it helps to make it waterproof too. So if you're worried about going and playing in the ocean, and I know sometimes brow pencils are not as long wearing as like gels, for example, this one will actually hold up pretty well. So kind of quick and sloppy, but it looks more natural that way. Alright, so moving on to the eyeshadow, which might be hard to see. I already did one eye just to start off. I'm taking a really simple basic fluffy brush. This is the MAC 217 brush, which you can't see because it's rubbed off because I've worn it so many times. But taking my Tartelette Blue palette, I'm using the Flower Child shade. It's this one right here. It's kind of like a light nude. I'm using that just to put a nice little base coat on my eyes. I don't need to prime them because I already packed a little bit of the foundation on them, and that kind of acts as a primer. So I'm lightly dusting that, and I'll also take Charmer, which is this kind of matte white shade. I'll put that right in the middle. So kind of act to subtly make your eyes pop without using any sort of like shimmer. And I'll put that right on my brow bone too. And then I'm going in with Smarty Pants. It's a little bit darker brown color. Still kind of like neutral though. I'm just gonna work that right in my crease. Basically, I'm just doing a really, really simple eye contour. Then taking Jet Setter, it's a little bit deeper brown. I'm packing that right here. So that's all I'm doing for the eyes. Then what I'm doing is I am taking my eyelash curler, because my eyelashes are really straight. Curling my lashes. And then I'm applying my mascara. So I'm using the, it's new for me, Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I think it's just Stila Huge, but new lash mascara for me. It's not waterproof, but I would recommend wearing a waterproof one. I was earlier when we went swimming with sharks. It was really scary. But I wore a waterproof one, that way it doesn't get in your eyes. So I would recommend a waterproof, but since it's the evening time, I won't be doing any swimming, it's okay to use not a waterproof mascara. Oh, my little chicken friends came back. These little chickens keep coming over and they're super friendly, so I'm sure they're used to humans. Alright, so while this is drying, I'm going to do my highlight. So you can take either a brush, I just kind of use my finger, just rub it lightly, and then I'll put it right on my high points of my cheek, just lightly dust it, down my bridge of my nose, and on the tip of my nose too, Cupid's bow, on the chin. I'll also take my really light fluffy brush, take a little bit of that and just kind of dust it on. So it's super, really light on my forehead as well. This will just give you a really nice glow, especially if you're in a tropical place just like Hawaii. I'm doing my blush. So I'm using this brown shade here. It looks brown, but it actually comes out pink even though it looks brown. I'm going to lightly dust that where I put my contour. Okay, so the lip gloss I'm wearing today is also from Thrive Cosmetics. It is called Ruth, and it's really, really pretty. Actually, a celebrity makeup artist put it on Khloe Kardashian. I'm trying to remember which Kardashian it was. Khloe Kardashian. It's super pretty. I don't know if you can see this at all. It has really tiny little like specks of like gold shimmer, but it's really natural. You'll see. It's almost the exact same shade as my lips. But it adds a little bit of shine, and so it's really nice just to throw in your purse and go. If you want, you can apply lashes. I just know for a place like this where there's not a lot of people wearing makeup besides me, I like putting on false lashes because sometimes it can look a little bit over the top. So my hair will probably dry, but that's all I'm gonna do. It's super easy, and again, you can add more to if you'd like or less. I know right now where I'm at, there's not a lot of people wearing makeup besides me, so I'm gonna keep it really nice and simple. But I think that only took about like 5 minutes, I mean more like half an hour, but actually it only took me like about 15 minutes. So super easy to do 15 minutes, especially if you have guests coming over, you don't have a lot of time. But as you can see, I used all natural lighting, even like a natural tripod. But it's super easy to find lighting, even if you're on vacation. I know for me that was always the biggest worry, was using the different bathrooms in the hotels. The lighting always looks really weird from home, and so that was my biggest thing, was like, how am I supposed to do my makeup? But then once I started bringing like a really good mirror with my kit, so any of your mirrors like in your eyeshadow palettes, or even a really small compact mirror, all you have to do is find a small compact mirror and a window or natural lighting, and you can do your makeup no problem. So I hope this was helpful for you. Just know that you can always do your makeup in natural lighting and it will turn out great. So thank you guys so much for watching, and keep an eye out for a video soon too on my vlog. I tried vlogging and filming as we were going on different hikes and going swimming with the sharks into the different islands and hanging out with friends. So keep an eye out for that coming soon too. I'll see you guys real soon.